Can you tell us your name if you're here with us right now?
What? What was that? What was that?
Here, Jeff, will you film? I'll have you explain your battery. Okay, so we're just rolling really quickly. We haven't even shot the intro to the episode. We've just been setting up the static cameras. We were turning off the lights, doing some TikToks. He went down towards the green room to shut off those lights. And can we walk through here? I kind of want to show. Come over here. He's been showing me how to operate the
soundboard,
sound
you know.
Yeah.
So I was just playing music like this. That's not as creepy as the other one.
Nah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's copyrighted.
No, this is all public domain.
Okay, good.
This playlist. But I was sitting here listening to the music from the Tower of Terror, to be specific, in Disney World. And I was standing watching him go to the green room, and I heard from right where you're standing, Jeff, a voice that just went, "Hey," like a throaty whisper. And I yelled to you and said, "Jeff, Dad," and you were all the way over there, and you were like, "What? What?" I'm like, "You're not over here?" And I came out of there, and you were over there, and you had the light. You want to tell them what happened with you and the light?
Yeah.
Well, this is brighter.
Well, also before that, this is the area where he said he's a skeptic, but he said that his one experience that might be questionable happened right here, and we didn't know that. And what happened?
Well, I've never had like creepy vibes or anything in the building, and I've never seen anything. But people ask me all the time what I experience, and I tell them that, you know, I'm a bald guy, so like I feel things on the back of my head really easily, and I felt kind of a breeze, like someone was blowing on the back of my neck right here, and I was standing right here near the booth, and I kind of was like, okay, well, I can't be a ghost because we never had activity here, so it's kind of weird that you've had activity here.
It's really weird that happened right here, and I didn't even know that you had your one experience is right here.
Kind of in between you and me, because I was right over there doing the battery.
Yeah,
work
you
there,
were
so.
here. I want to have you tell your story.
Okay.
You were right over there.
So when Colin was doing that, I'm working on these light bars, and I was sitting down here, just doing this, you know, going through batteries, and then I just got up when he said, "Hey," I'm like, and I walked into this, you know, walked over here, what? You know, what's up? And you're like, were you not saying something in the hair? No. I mean, you came the other way.
Yeah.
You came around this way.
Mm-hmm.
You came over here, and I was like right here doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, no. And then that's when you said, come over there.
And you set up those motion sensing lights, and they got triggered right here when we were all three standing here.
I don't know. You know.
That's weird. Like both of them lit up at the same time, and no one was moving.
And we were trying to make them light up too by jumping around, and we couldn't. And that's the entrance to that little area right where I heard that voice from.
And the other thing, like Chris knows, we were talking about it, you first. Now it's filled out. You know, now it's.
It's pretty cool now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm just digging through these batteries, and this was on the bottom down here, you know, closest to my hand here, and it felt warm, and so I dug it out, and it was like pretty hot, you know.
Yeah, it was burning.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
And you came and felt it, and I said, Chris, hey, try this, and it's like, you know, obviously maybe something mixes up in here, but how many years have we had batteries in Vegas like this? I've never had a battery.
It was like burning hot.
Yeah.
And it all kind of happened at once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And he had a little experience with the light too, turning on.
We have this light upstairs it's been dead for like a year and a half, and we tried putting new bulbs in, and we just kind of gave up on it. I was like, oh well, it's an old building, we'll never have it fixed. I went in there just to look for some extra batteries, and I flipped the light switch out of habit, and the light came on for the first time in a year and a half. Yeah.
Year and a half, yeah.
Year and a half, 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this all just happened in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
we haven't even shot the intro yet to the episode.
I mentioned it to you, the battery, and then you told me that story.
Yeah.
And Colin had come independently, and then we're standing, the lights come on, and it's like
weird things are happening tonight.
And what we were saying is, you were saying too, you don't really get a vibe in here often, but just kind of feels
kinda like electric tonight.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel it.
I got full-bodied chills before when I heard that voice.
Standing up. Last night, oh my God, when I got tired, I had just like every piece of my skin had like goosebumps, just like, you know, ducks or whatever. Yeah, a noise there. But yeah, anyway, I'm feeling a little bit like that. There's like a charge in there, like static.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure you're ready to get out of here now.
I don't know. I'm curious. I can't wait to see what you guys find.
Us too.
Well, you want to set up the static cameras?
Yeah.
Let's get it done, man.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's Colin here from the Paranormal Files. Tonight, oh, you got
Here, let me come up and down on you.
What's up, everybody? It's Colin here from the Paranormal Files. Papa Spooks is behind the camera. Tonight we're in Ponca City, Oklahoma at the Poncan Theater. Now, oftentimes theaters have a ghost. This theater has multiple. A lot of times theaters have ghost stories and no history. This theater has dark history. And the craziest thing of all is that we've already been here for about an hour setting up our equipment and doing interviews and filming TikToks, and we've had some crazy paranormal activity. This place is not only eerie inside, but it's huge. So we're gonna spend the night in here. We're gonna start rolling on the investigation right away. And in case you're wondering, we're wearing a nice outfit tonight because we're going to the theater. This is, in effect, a living trigger object. Because some of these shows, vaudeville, stage performances, plays, people would come to those dressed up. Maybe by wearing a dressier outfit, we can stir up some energy in the theater, kind of like we already have. But it's time to get spooky and on with the show, as they would say, break a leg. Let's do this, baby. Time to get spooky. It's not safe. Jesus. Okay. What's up, everybody? It's Colin here. We're in Ponca City, Oklahoma today at the notoriously haunted Ponca Theater. This is a magnificent building with a storied history and a number of very, very spooky ghost stories. It's windy out, Jeff, if you're on a show behind us. This is Ponca City proper. We're in the middle of downtown. We've got some experiments planned for tonight. Some stuff that we're gonna do, but we haven't been inside yet. We literally just pulled up. We're gonna go meet Christopher. Yeah, I got my camera too, so I'm gonna roll on this. I just want to remind everybody, if you love the show, you love what we're doing here, please consider picking up a piece of merch or becoming a patron. We have almost 200 patrons. I'm looking forward to hitting that milestone. We're gonna have something special coming when we do have 200 patrons, bonus episode. And yeah, people have been loving what we've been doing on there. We were just talking about what happened last night, months in advance before we released the episode on the Patreon. So it helps a lot. Yeah, with the production of the show, since it's expensive, obviously, getting to Oklahoma and renting a place like that. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here's Jeff.
Hey.
Is this where we go? Oh, there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How you doing? Good. How's it going?
Good.
Colin,
nice to meet you.
Hey, Christopher.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff, nice
Yeah.
to see you. Yeah.
Nice to see
I
you.
see you're ready to sell us some tickets.
Oh yes, we have actually most of our things coming up are free.
Really?
So I don't have
Oh,
many tickets
wow.
to sell.
All right, man. Well, let's. Why don't we take a tour?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
All right.
All right. So guys, this is the main entrance. Outside we have the historical box office, and we still use that for our events today. So this is our beautiful lobby area. Our historical theater is 94 years old this year. She was built in 1927 and was restored in the late 80s, early 90s. You'll see some of that influence in the color choices that were made, but most of the theater is exactly the same material. That's something that's very special for our particular theater. Many, oh yeah.
Literally every time.
Okay, is that a train?
Yeah.
Every
No,
time we
we're
did an
not
interview,
doing this.
we were just talking about this shit last night. We get a train.
All over the country.
Every
It's amazing.
What the hell?
Last night, it's just incredible.
Okay, anyways.
Where's the train at? I didn't
Yeah,
even see train
see
tracks
it.
here.
Just a couple of blocks
Oh
that
my
way.
gosh. That is hilarious.
Wow.
Wow,
And the lobby is the only space you can hear them.
Oh.
that is cool.
Ironic.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Christopher. Sorry.
All
man.
right. We have our original box office out there, and it's we still use it today to sell tickets from, to do our will call from. Something that's really special about our theater that you won't find anywhere else. We have the largest collection of 1930s hand-painted posters.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool.
So these posters are actually doubled. This was considered trash at the time. So they would, show the event on one side, flip it over, and paint the next event that's coming.
Are
Wow.
those original?
These are original from the 1930s, all done by local artists. And we had the only known collection of its size in the world. We took our posters to the Antique Roadshow, and they said that they couldn't give us a price because they'd never seen anything like it. So it's literally priceless.
Wow.
How
Wow.
many of those?
We're hoping that sometime they can go on tour. So if you want to take our pictures on tour, let us know. Get a hold of us.
Absolutely.
So the flooring is exactly the same. The crown molding here is all the original plaster. You might notice our deep dark black spot over here. This is the ghost blood of the Ponkin Theater. This just suddenly appeared. We tried to repaint it many times and it always turns black. The secret is though that they used to make the popcorn upstairs. So the oil has leaked through the ceiling and has infiltrated the plaster. And so even to this day, you try to paint over it with something that isn't oil-based and it will turn black and fall off.
Wow.
That's funny.
That is interesting.
Well, at least we debunked it.
Yes.
Which is important.
At least that's what I've been told. I mean, for all I know, that could just be a story. It could someone could have been killed and it was a cover-up story.
Yeah, that might be the story.
That
yeah.
might be the story. When they did the remodeling in the early 90s, they actually contacted the maker of the original carpet, and they apparently reloomed the same machine with some new material and got us what we have here today.
I will say too, it smells very much like popcorn.
Yes, well, we just had an event last night. Popcorn's a big seller here at the Ponkin Theater.
I can
And
guess.
we've been told we had the best popcorn in town, so we can brag a little bit. Yeah.
It does-
hungry,
yeah, it does
actually,
smell pretty damn good.
Honestly, it smells good.
Actually, I am making some for tonight, so you guys will probably get some leftovers
Nice.
for your investigation. We originally started, the theater had 1,200 seats. We did touring shows, vaudeville shows, and it filled up. Our first filled audience was for Will Rogers back in the day. So Will Rogers has performed here. One of my favorites is a tapper, Bill Bojangles. And he performed with Shirley Temple in many of her films. If you know Drew Barrymore, her great aunt performed here live on stage on a play, and we have a poster of the play over here on display. So in this area, the restrooms on either side, the concession stand are all fairly new. When the theater was built, we had 1,200 seats, and they all backed up to this part of the lobby. Back then, in the 1920s, it was embarrassing to have to go to the bathroom, so they only had very small bathrooms upstairs for those infrequent emergencies. You didn't want to let people know that you were going to the bathroom. These days, we're okay with having bigger bathrooms. It's okay.
Weird.
We all know nature calls.
Right when you said that, a phone rings. Nature calling.
Well, this is nature. Colin.
The stained glass that you see here is all original stained glass. They found that in the remodel as well and put it back in place. It was hidden in the ceiling for many years. Most of the kids that came and enjoyed films here in the 50s and 60s had no idea that any of this looked the way it did. It was all covered up by waterfall curtains. So when they took them down, they were happy to find all of this original art on the walls and these great features. My favorite thing is the proscenium arch. It's very detailed. You can tell a lot of work went into it, and I think it has all the original coloring as well. But most people, their favorite part is that big circle up there up top. So the big circle that you see in the ceiling is actually a giant air conditioning vent. This was one of the first big buildings in Ponca City to have air conditioning. So they always tried to draw attention to the air conditioning. A lot of the details you see in the ceiling, it'll often be around the air conditioning vents. So they wanted people to know we got air conditioning.
That is one massive AC unit.
Yeah, it's a really large room above it, and they would blow the cold air into this room with a large fan, and it would then drop down. Well, do you guys want to see the drop first of our historical backdrop?
Sure. Yeah.
The backdrop has been here
see
for
it.
94 years. It's hand painted, and it was a fire curtain. So it was meant if there was a fire, you bring it down, and it keeps the fire from getting out into the audience.
Wow. I feel like I need to take a seat for this.
Hello, everybody. Thanks to come.
I'm excited for the show to begin. Here I am in the theater. I gotta say, that is incredibly cool. I've never seen anything like that.
If you look at the outside of the theater, it has those same shingles. It's all the same
right.
colors. And apparently this mountain in the background is a real place. One of our patrons just before told us where it is, but we've lost track. Have to find out.
What's the paranormal activity in this room like?
Down here, we don't get a lot. I haven't been told of any big stories down here, but a majority of the stories are right up there in the balcony, and I could show you a couple of key places. You want to go up there next?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. This is insanely cool.
This is, you said, 95 years old?
94 this year.
94
Yep.
years old.
Yep.
It's all hand painted.
All hand painted. While we're down here, those two windows up at the top, a lot of people ask us if that's where people could sit back in the day, if that was their balcony seats. The truth is that that's where they housed the organs that would play during the silent films. Yeah.
Kind of creepy little rooms.
They do kind of, yeah, they're kind of ominous. They're very dark.
Look like jail cells or something.
And you enter over there.
Actually, you can't get to that part. It's very hollow back there. You can kind of climb up and get to that very top window that has a white backdrop and look through.
Okay.
But it's really difficult to get back up and in there.
And when was the theater built again?
1927.
1927.
Yeah.
Wow.
The architecture of the, what would you call it? What would be the period? Like
This-
Art Deco would be the...
Yes, I'm trying to think what the term is. I have it on our website. It's a kind of theater that was built to help locals escape to somewhere different. The oil gals that came in and were married to the rich men in town, they were used to the city life, and so that was nice for them to feel like they can come here and escape. They didn't necessarily embrace the Wild West feel. If you look at a lot of the old films that were here back in the day that are advertised in the on the 1930s posters, you won't find a Western. Yes, yeah, they're all more of the classy big city shows because I think they wanted to be reminded of their roots. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm following your lead.
Oh, I know what it's called. So it's called an atmospheric theater, and it was made to help people escape from their surroundings into a different environment. So we're inspired a lot by the Middle East, Italian kind of a feel. Yeah.
Well, you know, when you said that, that's why that background, that reminds me of Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, and the ironwork and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not an expert. I don't. That's just my gut feeling when I saw it. When you ask, trying to figure out where this is at, that's what it reminds. Because by the sea, and it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of feel it's a little Mediterranean, Italian.
Yeah, Mediterranean. It could be that.
It was built by the Bowler brothers. They were the only architects that I know of from the early 1900s that could build balconies without supports underneath them. Chances are, if you find a theater like ours that doesn't have supports under the balcony that obstruct the view, and it was built before 1930s, the Bowler brothers probably had something to do with it.
Wow.
So here's our second level of the lobby, and where we keep a majority of our posters.
Wow, these are so cool. Look at these the colors on these posters. They're
So,
Oh, cool.
once again, are those originals?
Yeah, those are originals. This one is our probably most scandalous poster.
Wow.
And this is actually the old lady from Titanic before she was old.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
That's her. Her name is Gloria Stewart.
Yeah.
And
Gloria Stewart.
in Titanic, she says, it is me, dear. Wasn't I a dish? And we felt that was appropriate to put next to her picture here.
All right, let's talk. Anything historical that happened here upstairs that's important to note?
Yes, actually, when we go back downstairs, I'll show you her picture. There was a lady named Frances Hall who passed away on the way to the hospital in an ambulance. Her last steps were taken just upstairs here in the balcony, and I'll show you the exact spot. We also have a haunted chair that apparently a lady sat in and passed away in that chair during the showing of a film. It's speculated that this lady was probably black because earlier on when the Pumpkin Theater was built until 50s or 60s, I'm not sure when, there was segregation in the theater, and there actually is a separate black entrance. If you want to go up the black entrance later, I can show you that.
Wow.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll show you her chair. She supposedly sits there and still is enjoying the film that she came to today.
Oh,
And-
let's see the death
yeah,
chair.
The death chair. All right. So, this chair right here is our haunted chair. KK, row KK, seat 4. I don't know if that's ironic that it's a black lady and a KK, but yeah, she apparently passed away in this chair. We have a couple of stories of young boys that came up here with school groups and were asked to sit in the chair and refused. There was one that with special needs, and he would scream, scary lady," and wouldn't sit down in this chair.
Really?
We've had some investigators here before that have set equipment in this chair. Something I find really interesting. They would put other things around the chair to test the area, but whatever was in the chair would remain still and cold, as though it was being untouched, while other things around the chair would get temperature changes and air movement. Whatever was in the chair had no movement whatsoever.
Wow.
What was the lady's name again?
I don't know her
Oh, you
name.
don't?
Yeah, I think there's some speculation.
And where did the other woman take her last steps?
Yes, so let's go take a look at where
Okay.
Frances Hall took her last steps.
Francis. Don't hear that name very often anymore.
So this is the spot that Frances Hall was walking up when she, I believe, I could be wrong, had a brain aneurysm, and she fell onto the stairs right here where you're standing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, in this area here, they immediately grabbed her and took her downstairs, and she was on her way to the hospital when she passed away. So this is where she had her last conscious moments. It was right here. We've had an investigator before come in with what are they called, divining rods? Is that
Yeah,
right?
dowsing rods?
Dowsing rods, yes. And it led him to that area right down there with the exit sign. And he heard a voice in his head that said, "This is where I always was." And he didn't know what that meant. One day it was the director of our theater at the time was present for that, and he was talking with Charles Hall, who is Francis's son, and he mentioned that, and Charles said, "I think that's Mom. She always would go to that spot to find out what was happening in the theater. From that place, you can hear whatever's going on backstage, whatever's going on in the lobby. And, she had kids and her husband in this building all the time, so she would always go to that area to find out what was happening and where everyone was."
Wow. And what experiences do people report here frequently?
Yes, I think that they're friendly ghosts. The most frequent thing that we've heard is that they'll see someone sitting in KK4. There's been one instance where if you look up over to the stage, just right of the proscenium arch is a lamp on the wall. Well, the lamp was dark, It was late at night, and a no-nonsense fellow who does not believe in ghosts looked over, and he saw a woman's face. And he kind of just like wiped his eyes and he shook his head and was trying to not see it. But the more he looked at it, the more defined the face became, and it would grow big and then get really small and get really big and get really small, like a projection. And he was freaked out, so he walked around the corner, went into the lobby, collected himself, came back in, and he never has seen it again.
Very theatrical ghost.
Yes.
Ironically.
And that's all I know really for the balcony area. Do you guys want to go see the creepiest part of the building?
Okay.
All right.
Always.
Let's go.
Well, let's head down to the basement. I've been told that the ghosts are very chill, very friendly. We haven't had any, outside of one magician's story of saying that he saw a ghostly light cause his trick to go wrong. We haven't had any negative experiences. He actually almost passed away in this experience. It was a locked box on stage with the water, and a chain broke, and he says that he remembers seeing a ghostly light hitting the chain as it broke.
Wow.
He claims that he doesn't want to set foot in here again because the ghosts are trying to kill him.
Would that be like escaping, like a Houdini
Yes,
thing?
yeah, but
Underwater.
he did almost pass away. I believe they had to revive him.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
That is.
All right, this is a creepy part right here.
Oh.
This is what we call the vomitorium. Our children's theater that's here, they utilize this space a lot to keep the kids calm and away from the stage. As you can see, we have some leakage problems. We're actually trying to raise $100,000 this year to help put a new roof on the building and to waterproof this southwest corner that has a lot of exposed brick that is falling away. Our theater is literally crumbling in some spots, so we can definitely use the assistance. You might want to get a shot of that sign. I think it's really funny. They used that during the production of The Wizard of Oz and decided to put that near the back entrance. It says, "I'd turn back if I were you."
Well, we're gonna go straight into this is the exit.
Yes. Go
Into
around
the basement.
corner here. I'll show you the basement. All right, so our basement is the green room. The green room is where actors, performers can hang out and get ready for the show. So it's pretty bright and cheery in here, but all right. So this is the spot where they say they see the most ghost movement in the building. That's because as people are leaving, they will look back from the stairs and they'll see a figure go from the floor through the stage.
Really?
Yeah. And this is the spot also where if you set some detectors, you'll often get some feedback.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they like to touch the items in this area. Yeah.
Has anything weird happened down here history-wise?
Not that I know of. I will say though that I'm a little bit of a skeptic myself. This is where we have the most of our electrical equipment that goes up to stage lighting. We have a lot of air movement that will close and open doors in the right situation if the air conditioning is on right. So there's the potential to be spooked for no reason.
But a lot of people have had experiences down here.
Yes. Yeah.
And most of them are seeing the...
From what I hear, yeah, a majority have seen something in this area.
Right here.
Yep.
Okay.
The center of the room.
Anything else?
Not really. I mean, if you want to know more about the stars that have been here, so that's the full tour. Except for, you guys want to go see the black entrance as well?
Yeah.
I should say the colored entrance. It's anybody who wasn't Caucasian would enter from that area, and I'll repeat all that out there too.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
We have a lot of old posters to advertise the shows. You'll see a lot of icicles. That was to advertise back when we were one of the first buildings to have air conditioning. They would make sure to highlight the fact that you can come in here and chill out.
It's always cool at the movies.
Well, and a little sex appeal never hurt anybody, I guess.
Feature 24 American Beauties.
I mentioned Drew Barrymore's great aunt. This is the original poster when she came here and toured here.
Oh, she kind of looks like her.
Yeah, right?
Oh, she does.
That's kind of eerie.
Yeah. We need Drew to come here.
Yeah.
She's got to follow her great aunt's footsteps. This is our original box office.
Wow. It's kind of hot out today.
It is. It's a little muggy.
Yeah.
It's Oklahoma weather for you. So this is the original staircase. It is the colored entrance. Unfortunately, less than 100 years ago, there was a colored entrance at the Pumpkin. Many of the sister theaters, is what I call them, built by the Bola brothers, they didn't even allow anyone that wasn't Caucasian to be in the town after dark. So there wasn't a colored section. It was actually progressive of us to even have a place for someone who wasn't Caucasian to go and enjoy something like this. And this is the colored ticket booth.
Huh.
It's now used as a storage closet. It's very small, very different than the large ticket booth downstairs. They would form their own line for colored folks, buy their tickets, and then I've been told they were placed in this room and they were held until the main event was about to begin and they would allow them in.
Well,
That's
this is
the
grand
full
finale.
tour. This is the grand finale. I can show you Francis's picture downstairs if you want to put that in the film.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
So Frances, who passed away upstairs, this is her picture right here. She passed away in 1967. You'll see Frances and Don's name all over the walls here. Their son Charles was a big part of the restoration project and wanted his parents to be remembered in a place that they loved so much.
So who do people think are the main spirits before we end this? Is there any
Yes.
theory?
The theory is that it's Frances. It's the lady who passed away in the chair, and there has been talks of a Native American ghost, as well as a gentleman, but I hear very few stories about them. I don't actually know any of them by heart. I just know mostly the stories of the two women upstairs.
A Native American ghost?
Yes.
In what regard?
I don't know. Apparently she's in some sort of traditional garb and has walked across the stage.
People have seen her.
Apparently. But
Wow.
I also have been here for some less professional ghost hunts before, and I know that sometimes a lot of speculation can go a long ways.
Oh yeah. Oh, we know that.
So I stick with what more reliable stories, especially for people that are very skeptical.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll show you one more spot that might have some activity for you tonight.
Oh.
I have to trudge back up the stairs.
Oh, no more stairs.
I get my exercise here. So this is the door to the offices we just went into. One paranormal team has come here and they forgot that they couldn't get in. So they pushed it like this and it made that noise and they realized they couldn't get in, so they knocked. And they sat here and waited for a while, realized that no one was in there. And they started walking back down the stairs. By the time they got to the end of the stairs over here, they heard the exact same sound followed by the exact same knock.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was thinking, we have a couple pranksters that work up here. I'll go talk to them. And I believed them that they said that they weren't here that night and they didn't know anything about it. So
That is a spooky story.
yeah. On both sides of this wall, there have been accounts of like hot spots that just out of nowhere it gets really, really warm, and the rest in the surrounding area is cool.
Interesting.
What does that room go to? Or door?
This goes to the offices we were just
Oh, okay.
at upstairs, where they would hold the colored folks before they went in.
This is, oh, okay, yep. We're on the other side. Okay.
Wow. Well, that's a wrap. Any final words?
Good luck.
We've heard that a lot.
We have, yeah.
Very
We'll take
good.
all the good luck.
Yeah, we'll take
Yeah,
any ounce of this. We got a black cat that crossed our path last night.
Uh-oh.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, Jeff, will you film?
Let me throw it.
I'll have you explain your battery. Okay, so we're just rolling really quickly. We haven't even shot the intro to the episode. We've just been setting up the static cameras. We were turning off the lights, doing some TikToks. He went down towards
green room,
the green room to shut off those lights. And I was, can we walk through here? I kind of want to
Yeah.
show. Come over here. He's been showing me how to operate this.
The soundboard,
system.
you know.
Yeah.
So I was just playing music like this. That's not as creepy as the other one.
Nah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, it's copyrighted.
No, this is all public domain.
Okay, good.
This playlist. But I was sitting here listening to the music from the Tower of Terror, to be specific, in Disney World. And I was standing watching him go to the green room, and I heard from right where you're standing, Jeff, a voice that just went, "Hey," like a throaty whisper. And I yelled to you and said, "Jeff, Dad," and you were all the way over there, and you were like, "What? What?" I'm like, "You're not over here?" And I came out of there, and you were over there, and you had the light. You want to tell them what happened with you and the light?
Yeah.
Well, this is brighter now.
Well,
So-
also before that,
Okay.
this is the area where he said
Just a second.
he's a skeptic, but
Oh,
Yeah.
he said that his one experience that might be questionable happened right here, and we didn't know that. And what
Okay.
happened?
Well, I've never had like creepy vibes or anything in the building, and I've never seen anything. But people ask me all the time what I experience, and I tell them that, you know, I'm a bald guy, so like I feel things on the back of my head really easily, and I felt kind of a breeze, like someone was blowing on the back of my neck right here, and I was standing right here near the booth, and I kind of was like, okay, well, it can't be a ghost because we never had activity here, so it's kind of weird that you've had
That's
activity here.
really
Yeah.
weird that
Yeah.
happened right here, and I didn't even
Yeah,
know that you
that-
had your one experience is right here.
Kind of
Yeah.
in between you and me, because I was over there doing the battery
Yeah,
work
you
there,
were
so.
here. I want to have you tell your story.
Okay.
You were right over there.
So when Colin was doing that, I'm working on these light bars, and I was sitting down here, just doing this, going through batteries, and then I just got up when you said, "Hey," I'm like, when I walked into this, walked over here, what? What's up? And you're like, "Were you not saying something in the hair?" No, I mean, you came the other way.
Yeah.
You came around this way. Mm-hmm. You came over here, and I was like right here doing this. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, well, no, and then that's when you said, "Come over there."
And you set up those motion sensing lights, and they got triggered right here when we
Yeah.
were all three standing here.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's weird. Like
That's-
both of them lit up
They
at the
did.
same time, and
Yeah.
no one was moving.
And we were trying to make them light up too by
Yeah,
jumping
okay.
around, and we couldn't. And that's the entrance to that little area right where I heard that voice from.
And the other thing, like Chris knows, we were talking about you first. And now it's filled that. Now it's.
It's pretty cool now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm just digging through these batteries, and this was on the bottom down here, closest to my hand here, and it felt warm, and so I dug it out, and it was like pretty hot,
Yeah, it was burning.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
And you came and felt it, and I said, "Chris, try this," and it's like, obviously maybe something mixes up in here, but how many years have we had batteries in bags like this? I've never had a battery
It was like burning
like
hot.
Yeah.
and it all kind of happened at once.
Yeah.
And he had a little experience with the light too, turning on.
We have this light upstairs it's been dead for like a year and a half, and we tried putting new bulbs in, and we just kind of gave up on it. I was like, oh well, it's an old building, we'll never have it fixed. I went in there just to look for some extra batteries, and I flipped the light switch out of habit, and the light came on for the first time in a year and a
years.
half. Yeah.
Year and a half, yeah.
Year and a half, yeah.
2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this all just happened in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's
we
just
haven't
like-
even shot the intro yet to the
I
episode.
mentioned it to you, the battery, and then you
Yeah.
told me that story.
Yeah.
And Colin had come independently, and then we're standing, the lights come on, and it's like,
Weird things are happening tonight.
And what we were saying is, you were saying too, you don't really get a vibe in here often, but
No,
just kind of
it's
feels
kinda like electric
yeah,
tonight.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I got full-bodied chills before when I
My
heard that
hair's
voice.
standing up. Last night, oh my God, when I got I had just like every piece of my skin had like goosebumps, just like, you know, ducks or whatever. Yeah, a noise there. But yeah, anyway, I'm feeling a little bit like that.
Yeah.
There's like a charge in there, like static.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're ready to get out of here now.
I don't know. I'm curious. I can't wait to see what you guys
Right.
find.
Us too.
Well, you want to set up the static cameras?
Yeah.
Let's get it done, man.
Okay. Lights flickered. All the lights flickered.
If that was you that made the lights flicker, can you do that again?
Oh, that flickered. Oh, there they go. Okay, that has not happened.
No, that has
Since
not
we've been
happened,
here,
and we
Chris, for like an hour.
And we just turned off all the lights upstairs.
I'm gonna turn this light off here.
Hold up. Ask it if it can do it again.
If that was whoever's here that was flickering the lights, can you do that again for us? Flicker the lights, please.
How weird is that?
Okay.
That right when you
Yeah.
ask, it doesn't happen again. I mean, we were just here for the last hour, and that
Yeah,
hasn't happened
no,
once. At least got one on camera.
There's a light here. Turn off too. I'm gonna go down.
Yep.
You want these lights on?
No, let's kill all of them.
Fire.
Okay, so these are the last lights in the entire theater. Hold on, let me get a. Here we go.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Whoa.
To begin the investigation, Jeff and I are going to head down to the green room where a lot of people have had experiences. They've seen spirits actually rising from the floor to the ceiling, and they've heard voices. And we're going to put 2 EM pumps. You want to show them?
Yeah.
These things kick out EMF energy, which is what K2 meters like this one pick up on. So what we're going to do is charge the building from the bottom up. If these spirits are rising, maybe they'll be able to pick up some of this energy and come up and communicate with us on these upper floors. So we're turning this place into a battery, basically.
Okay.
And it is damn creepy in here. Go up these stairs. Did he leave this light on?
Must have.
Because I don't think he would have left this on. Well, that's unexplained then.
I'll turn this.
Weird. I think he would have seen that down here.
So let's just stick the pump. You want to put one here?
Put one right here in the center where the
Like
thing
here?
has been seen.
Here?
Yeah, rising. Okay, to any spirits here in the Poncan Theater, we're here, we're dressed, we're ready for a show and a night out. So if you want to reenact your favorite play, if you want to show us your favorite movie, if you want to hang out and talk to us, we're here tonight to talk. Come use this energy that we've given you down here. We're going to move up to the main theater room. So if you want to follow us up there, we'll be back. Feel free to come on up.
Let's go up there.
We're going to start off with an experiment.
Oh, I just got disoriented coming around the corner.
The theater has given us access to use their soundboard. And what Chris told me was that he thought if we were to play some 30s, 40s, 20s music, we might be able to entice the spirits out. So since we're dressed up all nice, we're going to start this off.
Well, you better than me. I don't have a coat on.
Yeah, I've got the blazer. Played the part. I am going to play some royalty-free 30s music. Actually, 1929. So let's go walk around all this place. We're gonna keep this a continuous shot. If there's anybody here with us, feel free to come out. The show is on tonight. anybody here with us in the theater? Can you give us a sign?
It's gonna be hard to hear. You gotta hear a sound.
After the song. Are you here?
Go to IR.
Maybe you see something. I'm getting creeped out. Did you like this music? If there's anybody here, do you want to see a show?
I had something move on the corner of my eye here.
This place is thick. With
It
energy.
is, yeah. I'm actually kind of like, again, having to breathe again to me. How about you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you use your voice and tell us hello or hi? We got dressed up nice to come see you. We love your theater.
I kind of feel like, as has happened so many times before, I think it's going to take a little bit of time. But again, seems like there's something here to me.
I can film. Also, I want to add. Oh.
Can you touch this? You made it go off. It went up to 3. Come on over here and touch this. You can touch it. We're here just to talk to you. We're not here to harm you or hurt you. We just want to communicate with you. And if you can touch this box, you can make this light go off with your energy. It's actually kind of fun.
I just want to mention to everyone online that I have a piercing headache from here through my sinuses for some reason right now. It just started once we sat down. Where are you in this building?
I'll come up to you. Can you touch this? This is really simple.
And remember, everybody, we're in the pitch black right now.
Yeah, I'm worried. Can you? Yeah.
We should try to do a spirit box right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah.
Here. So, to start off this investigation, I wore my suit, but I also wanted to perform a little bit to maybe bring some sort of life like a performance was happening into the theater. Once again, this is almost like a living trigger object, an action, a trigger action. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Okay. There's a. Yep. There's a floorboard over there.
Oh, this is creepy standing up here. I get a really chill. I'm gonna sing a couple different songs and see if we can get any reaction from anything. I'm gonna start with some opera. Warning, I'm not good. Figaro, 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 la la la, la 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 la. I'm singing from my belly. Oh. Does anybody here love opera? 'Cause if you love opera, then you must come talk to me. Damn, tough crowd. Maybe we got some 70s rockers. They've had country artists, rock stars in here. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you.
Oh, it's so still.
Do you guys want to hear more songs? With arms wide open, under the sunlight, welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. With arms wide open. I know, I got one for everyone online. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? I will say though, standing up here, it's almost like a static electricity. Oh, it's kind of eerie.
Watch the stage end there, bud.
You want to do a spirit box and a connect, or why don't you come sit right here?
Well, this is a lot more comfortable.
No, I mean there.
Oh.
So, yeah, two devices right here. So, I think game plan should be do this right here, because this is the center.
Yeah.
We're right above where we just put the
well,
pumps. Okay, so we've got the ovulus right here.
what is it?
I think that's just warming up, but it said frigid and bi.
By frigid.
Did you die?
What? Okay.
Only. I'm gonna turn on the spirit box.
Yeah.
So if you're here with us, you can use your voice and just talk to us. Can you just answer our questions, please? If there is someone here, can you say the word yes or hi or hello? Could you tell us your name if you're here with us right now?
What? Good. What was that? What was that? What was that voice? Dude, what was the voice? Okay, hold on. Did that come out of the spirit box?
No.
What was that?
That came from over there, dude.
What was that?
Hello?
What was that? Like a yell?
I don't know, but it scared
You
me
have
so
to
bad
play-
that I literally jumped away from where I heard it. Look at me right now.
Yeah, I know. Are you over there? You remember when I was focused on the curtain? I was kind of like I told you, I was drawn over to the curtain over here. Are you over there? What, did you say something? Move the curtain for us. That's the air conditioner. Yeah.
Jesus. I'm gonna come sit by you because this is kind of
Yeah, come and sit. Let's watch your step. There's kind of that creepy, almost like a jail window over there. Anybody that watches this, I mean, if you guys watch it back and really pick up anything, let us know.
Was that you that just made that noise?
Okay. Can you give us your name? Again, we're going to do some basic. It's really easy. Just tell us your name. If you're here, oh jeez. How many of you are here? How many spirits are here? Oh, can you say that again, please? How many spirits are here?
I have really bad anxiety right now. For some reason, my heart is beating out of my chest.
Were you an actor here? Did you die here? The obulus is just like done nothing.
Yeah, the obvious.
Just
Think
like-
about last night compared to right now.
Last night was crazy.
Now the obvious is. So only those three things. Buy frigid only.
Can you tell me your name, please? Please
Wait.
just...
No.
What?
Think about this.
Yeah.
This says in order. Buy frigid only.
Yeah?
The most haunted part of the theater is the second story, right below the AC where it was the coldest.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that big
It's-
disc is the air conditioning vent.
And that's the only thing it said. Like it's only
interesting.
by the cold, and the cold is that right up there.
Do you want us to come up by the air conditioning? Maybe. What do you mean maybe? I mean, you should tell us yes or no. Okay, again, not maybe. We need to have a definitive answer. So, do you want us to come upstairs by the air conditioner up there? Yes or no? Okay, can you be more clear for us? Just real direct, yes or no? Has the obulus said anything beyond that? Nothing?
I say we should go down to the basement since we're over here, then go upstairs, give those static cameras more time,
Okay.
and then end in that center.
Are those,
Yeah, they're running.
they're running. Good.
So we've been up here in the main room now for the entire investigation so far. We're going to start moving out. We're going to head downstairs to the basement area, which is the green room where actors and people used to hang out before shows, where people have seen physically a spirit moving upwards. And what Chris was saying, they've heard the voices of these spirits. So we're going to go down there now, then head to the second floor and finish in the center where we all had that activity earlier. And off camera, it's just been creepy in here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. Yeah. Just, it's hard to explain. This is a situation again where you kind of almost have to be here to convey the creepiness of it, I guess, or the shadows that are all over the place. I mean, even look at the seats. Just yeah. Sound like a bottle or something. Anyway.
Yeah, just looking at that. It's eerie. Box.
Okay. Then what?
If you hear that?
Yeah. It's like it's the same area.
We're coming down to the green room. If anybody's down here, come on out and talk to us. Oh, it's cool down here.
Okay, we've had this place charged with food for you guys. We're gonna turn them off, and you should be really strong to talk to us or show us some stuff. So we're gonna turn them off.
First of all, is there anybody down here with us that's just here?
Can you make this device go off right here? Just touch it, and a light will go off. It won't hurt you.
Are you down here in the green room? I don't feel like we're alone down here.
I don't know, again, what, if they're just hesitant, or, I don't feel anything though, uneasy, I guess, is what I would say, you know?
Want to listen to this?
Sure.
Actually, let's just save that.
Okay.
We're gonna do a spirit box now.
Did you get it at all?
Okay, hold, turn the speaker off for a sec. So we just paused to make a couple TikToks. We got the name George Adams
George
or something
Adams,
like that in the
George
spirit
Adams.
box.
Yeah.
And then this K2 meter just went to 3
Well,
right when
it
I
might have
started
gone to
rolling.
4.
Might have gone to 4, but we're gonna walk through the rooms down here
Yeah.
and ask some questions. So why
I
don't
think we should also look at the signature wall.
yeah.
Owner, George Adams.
So why don't you turn the speaker back on and let's walk around.
Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me that again, clearer?
So I feel cold right here.
This is weird.
Right here, dude.
Okay,
Do you feel this? Put your hand right here.
I can feel my. Look at my. Can you see my arm?
Uh-huh.
My hairs. Look at. Look at. Can you see?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is cold right here. Right here. Okay, are you right here? If you are, say something here.
Go in this room. What is this?
Okay, if you're in here,
Oh, the bathroom.
you can say anything you want. Just say something that makes sense here in the theater.
Oh, Jesus, you okay?
This is definitely cold right here.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. You want us to stay right here?
You smell something weird? I get a really bad vibe, actually, from this corner.
Here, it's like, you know what I smell?
What?
I smell, for some reason, in my Aquanet, which is hairspray, like my mom used to use, the old Aquanet, like shh. You know what I'm talking about, Colin?
Yeah. Oh, it's a dressing room area.
It smells like Aquanet.
This is where they would have gotten dressed.
Did you use Aquanet? Did you used to get dressed here? Wow, weird. Yeah, that's got to really when you grow up and you've got Aquanet, which older viewers are gonna know what that is. That's like remember the movie Hairspray? Mm-hmm. Like they keep your hair just stiff. That's what they all used back then. So if you used Aquanet.
Isn't that the second time you've done
I
that?
don't know. Okay, just tell us your name, please. Just that's all we're asking for. Your name. It is I.
It is I, or Ida.
Ida. Can you say it again?
Daniel.
Okay. Jesus, what are you doing? Look at that creepy door.
What the f?
Okay, that's
Did that door just...
no.
What the f is that door? I got a headache down here. Here. Can you switch with me for a sec?
There's a voice in there.
Did you just bang on something to try scare us? Now it's cold over here. I don't feel this.
Just a second.
Do you remember?
Remember what? Remember what?
You know, I'm getting that uncomfortable
You know what I'm getting?
vibe.
I'm actually getting really like dizzy.
Yeah, I'm getting like,
like-
sick feeling down here. Let's go
You know,
back upstairs.
should we go?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to grab our stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the feel down here actually. You know?
What the hell? Did you turn that
Yeah,
light
I
off?
turned it off. You know what's creepy? Is actually over here. Those the strings, all the way up here. Ugh.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go upstairs now to the second story, the balcony that is supposedly the most haunted place in the theater. This room is just creepy to me. And I don't know if we got this on camera earlier, but this thing is especially creepy. Can you imagine if that just banged against the glass?
Oh yeah. No, I'd be out of here and like you wouldn't even see me.
Use this light to light it away. pitch black, dude.
Watch your step.
Is there somebody up here with us?
It is so black. I mean, I can't see in front of me here at all.
Did you used to go to movies here? This is really creepy up here.
Just so still, you know? Just it's really thick. You feel that at all or no?
Yeah,
What do you think?
definitely. Hello? I'll turn this light off and go fully black. Hello? God, this is freaky. Let's go up here. So, we're heading up right now to the death chair. It's gonna be our first spot.
Dude, I can't. Yeah, give me a little light. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? What the hell? What? Oh, you're moving. Yes.
Is that you by the death chair? Are you sitting right here?
What the heck? Wow. Look at that thing. This reminds me, Colin, it reminds me of the bedroom of that maid. Wow, what the... Are you playing with that? Look at that.
It was not doing this all night last
Nothing.
night.
Oh,
It likes that yellow too. And look at this is exactly what he was saying. How it stays still on the chair and it goes off.
yes, exactly.
It's exactly what he
That's
was saying.
what he said.
We have two REM pods right
Okay.
next to each other.
That's right. This one's not doing anything, and around the chair is activity. Let's see how long it lasts. How long are you going to play with this? Can you just stop? Can you show us you're here by just stopping? Oh, I've got my right ear is plugged. Oh, did you hear that?
And just like that, silence. That's crazy to see how sensitive these things are. Like, look at my hand. You see that?
Wow, it is. Wow,
It's pretty crazy.
it is. You're a ways away.
Could you let us know where you are? Did you die right here? In this chair? My ears are...
I'm plugged. Thought I heard kind of a little shuffle behind me here, but
Can you walk over to where we're at? Or maybe put on a show? Silence. Now, how creepy would it be to hear footsteps across the stage?
all right. Do we have anything there left there?
Yeah, the
Equipment?
ovulus is there, but look at the ovulus has not made a single noise all night.
Yeah. Okay, we're up here on the balcony. We left that device on the stage. We're way far away. We're no threat to you. Can you say something into that device? Hurry, hurry, you got it? You got it?
What the fuck? Both of them at the same time.
What is that motion?
I don't know. Well, why did the second one go off?
Did you get it on tape?
Yeah,
Oh, did you get it on tape?
and like, look at.
I know.
Even if I put my phone
Yeah,
by it,
yeah.
it doesn't do that weird shit that it just did.
Okay. What?
Oh,
the
oh,
great-
oh.
What is going on here? I'm gonna put this over by it.
Oh,
What?
oh, oh, oh! Look at that. And I'm
What's going
far
on?
away from these
What
things.
is going on? Here, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come over here. Second right here. Put this here.
Oh, oh, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it.
What the hell?
What the f?
Blue? Oh my god, dude. Get
What?
it. Get it. Get it. Stay back.
Oh, dude, this is tripping me out.
What is this happening though? I don't get this.
But that's crazy that you have
There's
two.
noise behind me.
Okay, I zeroed it out. Are you sitting in the chair now? Oh, I got cold over here. I got very cold. Oh, my knees are very cold. Literally, from all the way down here up to here, all the way down here up to here. Freezing cold. What'd you say?
Can you light up one of the bars on the stairs over there? Show us you're here. We know you fell there. It was the last, probably the time you had consciousness was right there. You can do it. Be brave. What is that? Is that just from your light? Oh yeah, yeah. Wow. Is that, wow, that's really.
On the chandelier over there?
Yeah. I just keep seeing, you know, like what you said, like darting shadows, kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
This place is literally like a shadow theater.
like just over, you know.
Let's nickname this place the Theater of Shadows. Kind of cheesy, but. Also, gotta thank Courtney for these shoes she got me for Christmas. Since I just showed them. They look dope in this light. I like color.
Hello. Say something down in that device on stage.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I'm an actor. Screw you.
Okay.
I just sat through all your singing. You want to get roasted? It's easy to do. Your singing sucked. No, it's okay. Anyway, if I need to talk like this, whatever Colin wants. No, seriously. We're just being funny.
I think you're losing your mind over there. You okay?
I'm actually really tired. That was freaky there.
Yeah. That was crazy though.
That was crazy.
Thank you if that was you who came through, the woman who died here on this chair 4KK. If you want to come back, we got those two devices for
Okay.
you. So for the finale, we're gonna head over here.
Oh, this is really narrow.
God, it's so f***ing dark. So these are the steps right here where Francis, one of the
Oh, that just went off. Can you make the other one go off farther up? Are you walking down or up rather? Goodness. Oh, jeez. Okay, that went off.
Francis, is that you? This is creepy over here.
Do you want to hold this, looking up the steps a little bit? What's up with this?
Is there anybody here on the balcony? This is your final chance if you're here in the theater. Right when we turned away from it. Right when we turned away. And we've been sitting here moving for so long.
Francis, if it's you, can you turn that light on again?
That's so weird. This is really your final chance. Anybody? Can you just let us hear your voice once? I know you said hey to me earlier. That's it? You're not going to leave us with a grand finale at the theater? drained.
Yeah, me too. I'm drained big time. I mean, isn't it weird how the REM pod just, that now it's just silent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
both of them.
I mean,
You're right.
what?
You're right. Both of
It's
them.
just like nothing.
That was a very strange moment right there. To me, it feels.
Okay.
Right there again.
It's kind of like,
Maybe that's the step where she actually died. Because they thought
Well,
it's just one of those.
yeah,
or where
that-
she took her last step and fell.
that or goes off. Like her last point of consciousness, where she stepped out there maybe and then went up. She collapsed.
Well, guys, we were up until 4:30 a.m. last night investigating. It's 2 in the morning. I think we've gotten quite a bit of evidence tonight. Some really, really good, intelligent communication. The stuff off camera was insane. Great history, beautiful theater.
Yeah.
But we'll do a proper wrap-up tomorrow, but I think we're going to call it a night here in these seats. Thank you, guys. Here's the final bow. From me to all of you. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. I'm going to turn this on. We haven't done this.
Sure.
This is the tri-field meter. It has 3 different ways it detects electromagnetic fields. We're going to turn on some, and it will come back. I'm going to set it out here where someone would maybe come forward and sing. They'd come way to the end. I'm going to just reset, and we're going to give them a new chance. Maybe. Are you trying to?
Oh, it's
Huh?
growing.
Okay, let's see.
Look at that fluctuation.
White.
Oh, we were just looking at the wall of names. Right,
Right.
underline. Those are 2 writing
Ah.
terms in a row. Skip?
Spirit skip. Or skip, I don't know what that would, skip across the stage?
Anybody left in the theater?
Okay, if you're here, tell me what's on your mind right now. Finally, intent for what?
If you're here,
Monitor.
Monitor.
Residence.
What?
2. Objective.
can you come walk down the aisle?
What as active as it's been. You don't need to be afraid of us.
Are you up on stage? Seats are
Yeah.
eerie.
Stab.
Are you here in the theater? Can you show us where you are?
I think again, this just shows how,
When you do map something, it's worth noting.
it really, there's all kinds of, look at there's all kinds of, and
You
just,
even got a stool right there with legs. You got tables, chairs.
well, I think the Ovilus is like going kind of crazy now, and even like all those strings and stuff,
Yeah.
or rope. Wow, that thing's just like the most active it's ever been. Greg, easy ride. Greg. Okay. You gonna do a wrap tomorrow? Should I turn this off? Okay. Okay, we got our first stick figure when Christopher came. It's quite tall. It's taller than you, Colin.
Where?
Put out your left hand. Other hand. I'm sorry. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
It's the
Look at this. Okay. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna move a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna move. Oh, Colin, move to your right a little bit, Colin. Yep. Put your right hand up. Can you grab Colin's hand? Can you grab his hand? It's right next to you. Colin, you're okay. You quit mapping, but it's still there.
Can you grab the other hand?
It's the first. Look at that. It's the first one we've got.
You know what's insane? This is the exact place where the stuff happened, and right
True.
when he came back.
Oh.
Right when he came back.
It's gone. Oh, now there's a small one by you, dude, on the stairs. Put your left hand out by the banister. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, we haven't gotten anything till Christopher came. You should be with us. Okay, are you? Oh. We'll break it. Okay, there it came back. Colin, you might.
Should I turn the lights off? Would that help?
I would.
The lights are messing with it.
I would go try it. Yeah, I would turn the lights off real quick.
All right.
Stay there now.
Yeah.
You might be. You know, they know you. Is the difference.
Is there anything you wanted to say to me? Do you want to meet me? It'd be nice to talk with you. See you move. Would you go stand by Colin just so that we can see you?
Yeah, Christopher's here. You can come back again now if you would. We're not here to hurt you. Colin, why don't you put your hand out again? Your hand's out, so you're open.
Can I go out there?
Yeah, I can. You can.
Let's have him stand there.
Yeah, let's do Chris.
So Chris is back with us. He's over there. You can barely make him out. The SLS first mapped 2 figures by me, and now one right next to him. This one's sitting on his shoulder.
Sitting on your shoulder where you felt that before, Chris.
Yeah, it's
your
almost
hand up there
touching his.
again.
It's almost touching his head. Oh, it just did touch his head right when I said that.
It's sitting on your shoulder though.
Which is like his exact story.
No, it's I'd say a full size, don't you think? An adult. And
It's literally got his hand on his shoulder.
On your shoulder.
And like touching his head.
God. Wow, it's just like crazy how long it's staying there. That shoulder, Chris, that you felt, why don't you move your hand up? It might break it. Yeah, just to see if it interacts at all. Yep, go maybe a little higher. It's trying to scoot on his shoulder. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Are you the person that said hey to me?
Maybe touch my head if you're the person who said hey.
It's just hanging off. It's on your arm.
Oh, it's like twisted. Yeah, it's like
This is
crawling.
bizarre.
Oh. How is it
I don't know
mapping
what's
that?
happening here. I'm going to back up a little bit and just get a little different. Stay right where you are. You know, it's amazing it stays mapped.
This all happened right when Christopher got here.
Okay, we need to... Chris, I would have you maybe like step that way. Like one step.
To my left?
Yeah.
To your right?
Yep. Go other. Well. It's go the other way. Yeah. Maybe one more. Let's see if it tries to stay on you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said you felt something on your shoulder right before that happened?
Yeah, right before it happened. It was like a warm sensation, which is not, it's supposed to be cold, right? Or
Yeah.
something, yeah. What's funny is that like it's tall. There have been 2 pictures for different people taken upstairs, and it's like a wisp that it looks like it's in front of a bar. Like you can see the handrail, and the wisp is on the other side of the handrail, but it doesn't seem like it should be because the figures would be very tall. So you would think that if it was the size that it is, it would be on your side of the handrail, but it's on the other side, so it would have to be very tall in order to be on that side. So we've always kind of like discredited it and said, like, oh, it's just an odd coincidence. But if there's an actual tall being of some kind
Yeah.
in the theater, then that would make sense, I guess.
Yeah, that was tall.
You never
Next to
know.
Chris.
You never know,
What would
man.
happen if we point it down this way?
Chris is
Is it
becoming a
that?
paranormal.
Oh, no, you're not. No, it's not.
So I'm sitting here getting B-roll for the Ponton Theater that's the next day. This is absolutely f***ing mental how hardcore this story. And the train! Why would I doing this? And the train! And the fucking train! There it goes!
Oh, there it is. The profited train.
I was just gonna make a statement and tell you, this weather is f***ing bananas. We were gonna try fly the drone, but it's physically impossible. You can see the wind and the rain and the extremely intense lightning and thunder. I haven't been in a rainstorm like this in a long time. But that's why the B-roll, the outside is all rainy. Because of, this. You can see this. But, there's the pumpkin right there. Sorry that I couldn't get exterior B-roll, but it happens.
Hello.